do here is we can do one of two things. We could get common denominators and add these together, or we can just work on getting rid of the fractions. Let's get rid of the fractions because, again, most people don't like working with fractions. They just tend to make things a little bit messy. So same idea. If I want to get rid of, say, the first fraction, I need to multiply everything by the denominator. So I'm going to multiply the first one by 4, x plus 2. We're still dividing by 4. Now, because we have something else on the same side of the equal sign, I still have to multiply that by 4 as well. And I have to take that -7 and multiply it by 4 as well. So when I reduce this, those 4's, or simplify it, those 4's are gone. I'm left with x plus 2 plus 4 times x minus 5 over 3 equals -28. Now I got rid of one fraction, I need to get rid of my other fraction. So I'm going to do the same thing that I've done in the past. I'm going to multiply everything by that denominator. So I'm going to multiply the first part by 3. I'm going to multiply the second part by 3. And I'm going to multiply my other number on the other side by 3 as well. When I go through, these two 3's will cancel each other out. And I'm left with 3x plus 2 plus 4x minus 5 equals -28 times 3. So if we work out what that is, we get -84. And now I'm down to a multi-step equation similar to what we've done in the past. Right? I have two examples of distributive property here. So I need to take this 3 and multiply it through. And same thing with the 4 in the other part and multiply it through. So I get 3x, or 3 times x, plus 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 4 times x, which is 4x, plus 4 times -5, which is -20, equals -84. So we've gotten through the distributive property, we've gotten rid of our fractions, now we kind of need to simplify some things. So looking at this line, 3x plus 6 plus 4x minus 20 equals -84, there are some things that I can group together. I can group my 3x and my 4x together because they are similar, or they are like terms. And I can do the same thing with my 6 and -20. I can group those together because they are like terms as well. So when I do that, that leaves me with 7x minus 14 equals -84. And now at this step is something that we've seen in the past that we should be comfortable dealing with. This is just a two-step equation. I want to get rid of the -14, so I have to add 14. And I'm going to add 14 to both sides. I'm left with 7x because the two 14's cancel out. 7x equals -70. I want to get rid of the 7 by dividing by 7. Do the same thing on both sides. One side will cancel out. And I'm left with x equals -10. So, which is my final answer. So this may seem very complicated, but this is the most difficult version of it. The key thing that we need to understand is that when we're dealing with fractions and equations, we want to get rid of them. And the way we do that is by multiplying everything by the denominator. And when we do that, the one part, or at least our fractions, should cancel each other out. So we've seen 3 different examples. So again, we're not going to see all examples like C, but just if you can get through C, then you should be able to get through almost any variation of this type of problem.